Hi guys, this is Miss McGuire. I'm going to do a series of videos on how to draw different things, different days. And if you'd like to follow along with me, you will probably need a piece of paper. Any size would work. Ideally, probably a notebook size piece of paper. You probably need a good pencil, an eraser, and if you want to put color on it, you'll need markers and or crayons. We are going to start with Baby Yoda today, and we are going to draw Baby Yoda's head first and then his ears. Baby Yoda is very popular right now, and Miss McGuire hasn't drawn him very much, so bear with me, okay? We're going to start with the basic circle shape for the top of the head, but we are not going to put the circle is not going to come around the bottom, okay? You're going to cut this off with a straight line, okay? And then we are going to make his ears. Well, Baby Yoda has very large ears. So we're going to come out into a point for one. And then we're going to do the same thing over here, two. Okay? You're going to try to make both sides as symmetrical as you can. That word symmetrical means mirror image, that this side matches this side. You're going to take that point and you're going to bring it down to the side of his head. And you're going to do the other one almost exactly the same. Okay? And no matter how hard I try, this one looks smaller than this one. That's fine. Your drawings do not have to be perfect. Okay? It's okay to make mistakes. It's also okay for you to go ahead and erase that if you've done something similar to mine and try it again or leave it. Either way is fine. We're going to start here and we're going to make the top of his ear. So you're just making a line from the point and you're going in to his head, okay? Now we have Baby Yoda's ears and head. Now we're going to work on his eyes. Well, his eyes are very large for his face, okay? He's not a very big guy. So we're going to make something that kind of reminds me of a rainbow arch for the start of his eye, okay? So if you would make a rainbow, you're going to make that shape on one side and the shape on another, okay? You're going to try really hard to make them both look almost identical. We are then going to take that point and you're going to come down and come up and touch. Same thing here, up and touch, all right? Then he has got a very large circle inside that lemon shape or football shape. So we're going to kind of make the sides of the circle just like this. You really can't make the whole circle, so you're going to make the sides of the circle inside of his eyes. This eye, much bigger than this eye. Again, okay, but also okay to go ahead and erase and try that again. So Miss McGuire is going to try it one more time, try to see if she can't get them a little bit more even. All right, so now I'm pretty satisfied with that. Now we are going to make a full circle on the inside of that one. And then the inside of this one, okay? Now we have to put the reflection of his eye in. So at the top of that small circle, we're going to make a smaller circle, just like this. That reflection right there is going to stay white. So if you want to, you can go ahead and take your pencil and shade in this dark, this medium circle dark with your pencil, okay? That way you know you have a large white circle, a medium dark circle, and a small white circle, okay? So this has created our eyes. Okay, now Yoda has got some wrinkles. Even though this one says he's Baby Yoda, he's pretty wrinkly. So he has wrinkles above his eyes. So we're going to do one large, long wrinkle and then one a little smaller. He's also got some lines in the middle of his forehead. Okay. He's got a little bitty nose that kind of looks like a frown. And then he does have a little bit of a frown on his face. Okay. He looks kind of angry. You can make him happy if you wanted to. You don't have to put a frown on him. If you would rather him be smiling like this, he can. That's up to you. You can give him all kinds of different emotions, okay? For today, Miss McGuire is going to make him look like he's serious, okay? And we're going to come down. We're going to make the collar of his little robe that he wears. We're going to come down and make lines like that. And this time we're going to go across, and we're going to stop about halfway, and we're going to go straight up. And then we're going to bring this one over here around and touch that one. Okay, he looks like he's got a collar on, and there's a little opening in the front. Then you're going to come down, but you're not going to come all the way out here. You're going to come in just a little bit and swing it out. Make his robe. Same thing over here. And then you're going to put the line at the bottom. And it doesn't matter if it's straight or not, because this is the bottom of his robe and it's made out of cloth, so it really doesn't matter if it's straight. And you're going to put some texture lines inside of this to make it look like it's got some folds and some wrinkles. So I'm going to start with a small, and then I'm going to do a large, and then I'm going to do a large, and then a small, just so it looks like it has some wrinkles. Now the reason why we came in a little bit on the sides here is because we're going to draw his little arms. And so you're going to come down, you're going to go across, kind of make a little sleeve. Same thing here, come down, go across, and then we're going to put a little rectangle here at the edge. Kind of make a rectangle at the bottom of his sleeve. And then we're going to make his little hand come to his robe. And then you're going to put like a little V there that kind of looks like he's got a gap in between his hand and maybe his thumb. And this is your Baby Yoda. So if you wanted to add to him, you could. You could trace him, which tracing means to go over your line with marker. So on all your lines, you're going to take a marker and you're going to go over the lines and trace them all, every one of them. When you get to the eyes, you're going to trace that medium circle and that small circle, and then you can color right over top of your pencil mark with that marker to make that good and black. And in the pictures that I have looked at of him, his large circle here would be brown. So this would stay white, this would be black, this would be brown, and that would stay white, okay? Yoda's green, so he has a green face, green hands, and this top part of his ear would be green. And you could use like a tan color or a peach to do the inside of his ears. He wears a brown robe. And then if you wanted to make him look like he's standing on something, you could put some lines from here to here. And that looks like the horizon line. And the horizon line is where the sky meets the ground, okay? So he's actually standing on the ground. And this here is your background. You could do all kinds of things in the background. You could add different characters from Star Wars. You could add spaceships. You could add anything you wanted. You could even make that a landscape. A landscape is where you add things from nature, like flowers and trees and bushes and things like that, okay? Down here, you could also color this, make pebbles or rocks, okay? You can make lines in your ground to make it look like it's got some texture on it. Okay, you could shade with your marker or your pencil, your crayon, and create different shadings on your pebbles and things like that. You could just leave it plain, okay? You could also grow maybe some plants here, okay? Just to maybe give it some texture. All right? So this is Baby Yoda.
Oh. Yeah.